Hello, everybody. Strider, thank you for stopping by. Hikaru, I see you. Thank you for stopping by. Hello. Let's go ahead and get started. We're running pretty late today. Okay, we're running late and I'm a little out of sorts, so I apologize for both, but it is stream day, so I want to stream. Excuse me. Gotta get the gamer juice in me, so I can wake up a little and shake this off. So, for those of you who weren't here, we are playing as the mighty kingdom of Serbia, the despot of Serbia, in fact. We started as the Count of Duklia right here, as a pagan, and we were able to expand our realm. We converted to orthodoxy, to the Orthodox religion. There's still a little bit of paganism left right here on this little peninsula. And we are working we last stream formed the Kingdom of Serbia. And we also are a subject of the Emperor of Byzantium, which is not great for our long-term plans. So we're going to try and break that today. What would be optimal is if we can get Dalmatia here to break free with us somehow so we can eat them back up later, but that's not necessary. We want to break free and we want to eat these little guys here on our border between us and Bulgaria because they are Serbian culture and we're trying to still unite the Serbian people. Once we have united all of the Serbian people through taking the last of these counties, we're going to focus on forming a heresy of orthodoxy and surviving between the Catholics and the Orthodox. I see here that Hungary is still pagan, which is very cool. Good for them. That might be that could even be a point of expansion if we were playing that kind of game, but we want to stay within the Balkans, really. I've decided that I'm limiting our expansion to the kingdoms of Epirus, Serbia, and Croatia for the sake of making this a little bit harder on myself, because right now CK3 is kind of an easy game once you get through the first couple of years, which can be hard if you know what you're doing. So, once again, King of Serbia, we're going to grab the rest of the kingdom for ourselves and go from there. Sorry again for the late stream. We got groceries delivered today, and they were supposed to come between noon and 4, which meant they showed up at 3:55. So it goes. I am low on money, so I'm not going to invite knights. We have too many held duchies, that's right. Okay. And I can ransom Countess Malinka. Yeah, they weren't late, technically, but man, they were real close. Let's see. I want to increase my crown authority because I want to take away this woman's title. And we need to get rid of a couple of duchies. We want to take away her title because she's a pagan and she's converting lands to paganism. We could try a real big brain play and convert back to paganism. But the problem is our branch is the Sloviskan pagan. And if we're going to go anywhere with that religion, their holy sites are all up here in Eastern Europe, not down in the Balkans, so it'd be really hard to convert. Yeah. totally. I was like, okay, sure, so an hour, it might be an hour late for stream, but it'll probably show up early. What could go wrong? And then I'm sitting there at 2:45 going, ah, shit, I'm going to be late to stream. And then I finally get the text that they've left the store at, like, 3:30. Never played this game before. Well, it's easier than it looks. It can be very intimidating. Oh my god, Germany and Bavaria are just collapsing. That's kind of cool. It can be very intimidating, but it's easier than it looks. Think of it like, medieval Sims, really. There's a bit of a map painting element and grand strategy, but really you're playing the dynasty. And you always want to keep that in mind. So, we want to look within our realm here, because we have too many held duchies. What that means is just the administrative order of the realm. It's messy, and my vassals expect to have power be a little less centralized than it currently is. So we're going to distribute some titles here. I'm going to look at the de jure titles, which are sort of the traditional borders of different areas. Duchy of Duklia we want to keep for ourselves because we have all the land within it. The Duchy of Dubrovnik, we definitely want to give that away because that's a single county. Unless we hold Ragusa, do we? No. No, we don't. So we want to give that to the Count of Ragusa. He is, a little pissed at us, partially because we have too many duchies and because he holds his de jure duchy. So he wants to be more powerful, and he's mad that we're not distributing land properly. So we're going to give him the power he wants and make him a duke. Dubrovnik. I'm going to butcher the pronunciation of most of these places, by the way, just as a warning. Okay, and a couple of these have different succession laws, which is going to mess up the line of inheritance anyway, so we probably want to get rid of those. The Duchy of Duracion here. I want to give that up. He's going to be a little bit... whoever I give it to might be a little bit whiny because it's technically outside of our kingdom. But we can make do with that. We're going to give it to this guy because the alternative inside the duchy is a child. And he's also Greek, which means he's not going to like us much. So we're going to give it to this Serbian guy here. We're going to hope that he maybe converts the culture locally a little bit, and the Greek kid will be his problem. All right. Moving down the list, we have the Duchy of... which I really can't pronounce. This one's messy. So... this guy owns part of it, and she owns the other part. I don't want to give this guy more land, because he's already a very powerful vassal, and, not our... actually, he is... not our worst fan. He actually likes us somehow. That's fantastic. That's really fantastic that he likes us. We might actually give him land. We might make him very powerful. But we'll come back to this, essentially. He has forced partition under his crown laws, which I might carry over with his feudal contract. I don't remember, which means that the duchy would be split between his sons anyway. So eventually this this area will get weaker just over time if we don't do anything. So let's put that one on hold. The Duchy of Rashka here is these 3 counties, I believe. Oops. I think we'll give it to Count Strider. He's actually of our dynasty. He's named after Strider in chat. And we did have to steal the duchy from him as a previous character anyway to get some to unite the realm. So I think it's perfectly reasonable to give him the Duchy of Rashka. And then we don't have too many held duchies anymore, so we can actually hold on to that one that we weren't sure about giving out. I'm curious if we can form the Duchy of Bosnia. No, we don't have enough land within it, so that wouldn't be good. I want to keep the I want to keep these guys small, and giving them a duchy would allow them to grow a little bit bigger, so we're not going to do that. Now that we're mostly done with the administrative stuff, let's take a look at the state of the realm again. I'm in line to inherit titles, so if Strider dies, we get that land, which is actually great. Family members can get married. Oh, that's fantastic. Cordy can get married. Let's see if Cordy can get us a good alliance. The Aegean Islands. Duchy of Bavaria. That would pull us into some stuff we don't want to happen. Kingdom of Wallachia might be kind of nice. They have a frailty problem, this royal family of Wallachia, though. And it might pull us into wars with Hungary and Bulgaria. So yeah, I saw a Duke of the Aegean Islands. He's a count, not a duke. Oh no, he is a duke. Yeah, no, that'll be fantastic. Maybe we can get him to he won't take a matrilineal. He will. So we can even marry him, marry Cordy off to somebody and keep her of our dynasty. So eventually our dynasty will take over the Aegean Islands, which is fantastic. So let's go ahead with that. Floofy. We need to marry Floofy. We have a lot of similar choices. Which one of these is potentially our heir? Seeds, okay. That's right, and Siege already has a marriage. Oh yeah, and Seeds has a genius child. That's right. We're playing as Pandy, the youngest sibling, but the only son. Let's look for alliance power again. Abyssinia, I don't want to get involved down there. Slovene. That might be a little bit messy to get him. Slovenia is not very close. Oh Another prince would be nice, though. Duke of Bavaria. Bavaria's a little small. The duchy is this one. I can just tell because the shield is smaller. I don't really want to get involved with the Bavarians. So let's throw in our weight behind. Let's throw our hat in with Wallachia. It could bite us later, but we might be okay, and we could use them as a valuable ally. And then Flurry. Flurry, we want you. Great Moravia, I don't think is long for the world. Chiefdom of Osterholm is where? In Balaton. It's pretty big, but they wouldn't... I don't know if they'd be able to really help much. Marriage is really the most important part of this game, so I'm taking my time figuring these out. It's certainly not necessary to be this exacting about marriages. You know what? Let's, yes, Vlad Tepes is from Wallachia. Well... Yes, Wallachia. Mm-hmm. I think he was from, on this map, I think it would be part of Hungary. Or Moldavia here. But, it was Wallachia at the time. I don't remember exactly where the, where Transylvania starts and ends, roughly in this area here. So, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to search for Flurry. We're going to marry her matrilineally for positive claims. And see if we can get her a husband with some good qualities to him. This guy here, Jacob... is intelligent. That's not bad at all. Let's sort by sum of all skills. We don't want somebody too old. Another intelligent. This one's Greek. Handsome and lover's pox. That's really funny. Mountain Blade is fantastic. Surviving Mars looks great. Have you played, did you play Warband or did you play Bannerlord Strider? You know, I think I like Jacob here. Yeah, Warband's fantastic. I really like Bannerlord too, but but I'm waiting for it to get further along in development before I play again. I think it's already a better game than Warband in most ways, though. So we're going to marry Flurry to this Franconian guy. He is a Catholic, so he doesn't love us, but he's going to make good babies for us. And I think I can vassalize somebody. Let's do that. So free expansion. We don't have to go to war for this. Hey, Seeds! How's it going? Alright, so we just grabbed a little bit of extra land here. He was our culture and religion, so he just immediately bent the knee to us. That's not going to be the case for these guys, most likely. Yeah, this guy for sure not. And what's this guy's problem? This guy's really close, actually. We may be able to do this without war. So I'm going to go ahead and... How hard is it to learn this game? It's not too bad. I learned through Crusader Kings 2 first. So I may not be the best person to ask for that, but I had no problem learning this, and this is supposedly easier to learn than CK2 was. The tutorial's actually fairly decent for a Paradox tutorial. So if you play through that, you may not have the best case strategies or anything like that, but you'll have a pretty good idea of how to make the game work. Especially if you have experience with grand strategy. So we're gonna sway this guy. We're gonna see if we're just gonna play nice to him, send him some nice letters and such, and see if he'll agree to bend the knee to us. I'm looking here at this duchy, Moskva, which we can form eventually just to shrink down our titles a little bit, get a little more control over here, but we don't have the money for it. So we'll have to keep that in mind going forward. Golden, hello, how are you doing? Okay, so let's let time pass. We're going to go to speed 5. No, I'm not going to spend gold to, actually 20 gold to make him like me. Let's do it. My wife is pregnant. Oh no, falling in and out of sleep. Okay, so our patriarch can no longer convert faith in that county because it is now orthodox. Let's make sure our, while we're thinking about that, let's make sure our counselors are doing good things. I want him on domestic affairs. Wait, no, direct vassal opinion. No, I want him on foreign affairs. I want him making our neighbors like us more. I want my steward to no longer collect taxes. Yeah, I want him to increase development in our capital. Development is sort of the tax base and the infrastructure in an area. Your namesake is, let's see. Oh, that's right. No, your namesake is still the heir. Although, Pandy just got pregnant. That's right, I forgot you were, I forgot you were the daughter, not the son. Your genius son is doing quite well, Seeds. Diplomacy and learning. Let's go with the diplomacy education for him. You know, I expected Pandy to get assassinated, but it's actually going quite well, so... Unfortunately for you. Now, Countess Malinka here is a heathen. So I can revoke her title. Magnus Immortalis, thank you for following. Welcome, my cub. Make yourself at home. So she's in my prison, and she's a heathen, so we can just take away her title without any trouble. And even though we had too many duchies earlier, we actually could afford to hold a few more counties, so we're just going to keep that for ourselves. I always have trouble getting this view to pop up. So we're just going to hold on to this county here, Panisia, by ourselves. It is low control and it is Croatian, which is going to cause some unrest. Popular opinion is huge for some reason. Some event happened that, Double Bienvento? Oh, yeah. Yeah. They collapsed. Oh, dog time. You heard it. Yeah, that was a small dog time. Usually she's much louder. I'm going to increase control here. Control is tax base and bureaucracy established in an area. It's knowing who owns what and how to tax them. So we're going to increase that so we have the best chance of getting our taxes and troops out of that land. Finally, we want our spy master to be working on disrupting schemes. He's just going to make sure that nobody's scheming against us. That'll be just fine. Meanwhile, speaking of schemes, I want to see if maybe we can destabilize the Emperor a little bit. In preparation for... No, we cannot murder the Emperor. In preparation for us declaring independence. There is an independence faction, and it is controlled by a count here. That's not so good. I'm gonna join, but really we are very weak right now. That's not gonna be a great independence faction here. It actually could get us into trouble since we're so weak. I think... Though, yes, because we are the strongest in the faction, we are the leader, which did not used to be the case. We are too weak to press an ultimatum anyway. But like the Duke of Aegean Islands, he's going to be our ally when that marriage goes off. We might be able to get him to join. We just want a little more power. Or worst case, we wait until a succession crisis or civil war or external war happens in the Emperor, and we take advantage of that. I change hairstyle, do I? Hold on, let me see. That's not intentional. That's funny. Test. Oh, a little bit, yeah. Oops. I see what you mean. I lose the long hair in the back. I can fix that. Thank you for pointing that out. Yeah, no, that was an accident. I edited the talking PNG together myself, and I turned off a layer that I shouldn't have. Okay, and let's unpug. Yeah, just wait for the Seljuk Turks. Exactly. Oh, that's right. Akorza's our cat. My wife is holding Akorza up by the skin of his neck. Eyes red and nose running. I can't stand this anymore. I can barely breathe when he's around. Do we like our wife? We do like our wife. She's intelligent. That's always an important question to ask, honestly, in this game. Strider could take care of him. What, she gains a moderate health penalty. That's kind of bad, and we do like... Let's, Strider, you wanna pet cat? Alright. You get a Akorza. Oh! We have a daughter and heir, but I just saw something worrisome pop up. We have a hostile army? Attacking Tiny. Duke Strider Tiny Brain of Rashka in the war against the tyranny of Duke Strider. Strider, what did you do? There's a civil war in your duchy. Your subject is rebelling against you. My chancellor died. Let's deal with the dead chancellor before I forget. That was our spy master. Duke of Duracion is a fantastic spy master, so we'll assign him. And I see that we have a fantastic chancellor to assign as well, who's pretty pissed off because he's not chancellor. From Pet Cat to Civil War. Have I seen you on Twitter? You causing discourse. So we're gonna make that change real quick. And then I've been studying the ancient religious texts and the writing of scholars, and they all seem to agree that the world will end 6,000 years after its creation. By my calculations, we are less than a century away. However, my patriarch Boleslav urges me to keep it to myself. Leave it to the clergy and avoid panic. What if your calculations are wrong? So we think the world is ending. We're pretty learned. So we could spread the word, we'd lose piety but gain prestige, and our patriarch would lose opinion of us. We could gain piety and lose prestige and make our bishop like us more, or we could just gain more experience. One moment I'm being a tad or a little... Oh, I get it. Okay, yeah. I'm just going to consult with the priests. I don't need that much more opinion with him. Yeah. That's fair. I haven't been following you for long enough to pick up on that right away, but I do know what you're talking about now. Absolutely. My voice seems very low today. Ugh. I'm going to consult with more priests because it gives us a lot of learning experience. And that's going to benefit us more in the long run than just a little bit of prestige or piety. I want to look here. Do we have... We do not have a casus belli. So I'm going to actually go ahead and send... Our bishop sucks, so this is going to take a while, but I'm going to send our bishop to fabricate a claim on this little county here. To nurture relationships between the next generations of rulers is a duty we should not neglect, says our wife. Some of your more influential vassals have children that I'm certain Denislava would benefit from knowing. Our daughter and heir. So our daughter can become friends with one of our vassals' children. One of our vassals. Wait, king of... Hold on. Oh no, she's married to somebody. Okay, got it. Trying to figure out where all of these people are. Okay, so she's the daughter of this guy. And his heir. And married to this guy. Oh, and also these guys split up. So she would be very valuable to get to be friends with. This guy's a king of Bavaria. He has a barony here in Byzantium, and he is the son of the emperor? And he's married to the Queen of Bavaria. That's a very powerful friend. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. I want to see who this guy is. Well, he's possessed. He's the son of Belgorod. And his wife is a nobody. No, I think King Bardas would be a great friend for how old is he? He's 42, so this friendship might not go anywhere, but this would be a good friendship to have for sure. As I struggle to make out the tiny letters in the scroll before me, I feel a headache building once again. Why do scribes insist on writing such small symbols? I squint and try again. Nothing short of a miracle. With the aid of a stone of glass, even old men struggling with bad eyesight could read with ease. So we could gain lifestyle experience, and our priest gets a weak hook on us. We could buy one of these stones, money for lifestyle experience. Or we could just sell everything that's impossible to read and lose stress. And gain a little money. We don't have much stress. We only have 20 stress. I don't mind our bishop having a weak hook on us, honestly. He's not that powerful, and he's not that skilled, so let's go with that. The money would be nice, but... I visit my uncle Duke Strider to see how the cat is doing in his care. He meets me outside his castle with no cat to be seen. Oh, it must be out playing somewhere. He looks everywhere but at me. Strider... Strider, you killed my cat. So I'm not going to go down Whole of Body, I think. It's either Scholar or Theologian. And I'm tempted to go down Theologian because... Where is it? Or is it under Scholar? Oh, it's under Scholar, Faith Conversion Cost. So it makes it much cheaper for us to change faith, which is what we're going to do eventually. I'm going to start down Scientific for extra progress on technology. Extra development in County, learning per level of devotion. These are all pretty nice. And then we'll go down the other branch. And eventually convert religion. Okay, so he just gained opinion of us. Means we can make him our vassal. And Strider, I am going to grant you vassalage of this guy because he's de jure part of your land, and hopefully that'll help you with your civil war. So we have now officially united the Serbian people. There is still some land that's de jure traditionally part of Serbia, but it is Croatian culture. So, meh. That being said, we're still probably going to take it. It's this little duchy here. We'll take it eventually. Dangerous faction. We'll send an ultimatum soon. Oh, it's just a, Oh no, account... Man, these guys are annoying. So one of these, the Count of Rama, again, is planning to rebel against us. So we're going to save up some money for mercenaries and get ready to put him down. And when we do put him down, we should be able to take some of his land for ourselves and work on dismantling that power block there. So it's actually a good thing. My son and heir... Oh, we didn't name our daughter. Shoot. Praise Saint Bridget, Richwada has given birth to a perfect little son. What name would benefit a despot? Oh, he's intelligent. Fantastic. Who is in chat who I haven't named somebody after yet? Yeah, a despot is the it's the cultural name of kings within the Byzantine Empire. Not cultural, but it's the name of kings within the Byzantine Empire. When we become independent, we will be a king, I believe. You know, Magnus, you're new to the channel, but I saw you in chat earlier. This is our son, Magnus. A lot just happened. Cousin was taken prisoner. He was my bishop. Our bishop died and we have a new bishop. Great. Does this bishop suck? No, this bishop's actually quite nice. That's fantastic. Alright, let's move on ahead. Plumbius. Visograd? Where is the High Chiefdom of Visograd? Visegrad. I don't care about that. County of Bresca, that's over here. Ah, great. So our claim is done. We're going to gain an unpressed claim. Duchy of Thrace. How do you have a claim on the Duchy of Thrace but not the Empire? You do have a claim on the Empire. Interesting. Very interesting. I sure wish we had more military power in this independence faction. Oh. So both of these guys are gonna rebel against me. That's not good. Let's see. Improving control is important, but it's almost there. I'm actually going to change him to organize the levies to give us just a couple extra troops in preparation for this rebellion. And I can't declare war on him. We do want to take Dalmatia back. This land controlled by Dalmatia. I'm thinking of pressing a claim. As Head of Faith for gold. Good points. That's where I see Head of Faith. I don't know why I looked there. Will accept. Thank you, Seeds. He's Magyar. Are there Orthodox Magyars? Oh, there are. Okay. Hungary might go Orthodox. That's interesting. There we go. Now we have some good money. Powerful vassals expect council positions. Well, you guys are jerks, and you're not going to be powerful vassals for very long. Wait. No. You do not get to make my heir Greek. What did I just see? I can change Duke Tiny Brains the second's contract? Oh, Strider, you died. Have a good shift at work, Strider. Yeah, you just died. You're, No, you didn't die. You were deposed. You were deposed and your son took the throne for you. Oh, that's funny. Your 3-year-old son, Tiny Brain the Second. Yes. Before you go. Aw, Strider, thank you, sweetie. Welcome to the Kuma Club. I think we're still giving out Founders Badges for a little bit longer, so enjoy that. Thank you, sweetheart. I appreciate it. Why can I lawfully imprison this person? He's excommunicated and an adulterer. That's fair. Have a good shift, Strider. Thank you again. Well, let's imprison her. I gain stress because I'm forgiving. Let's not imprison her. Just kidding. Culture has joined the early medieval era. I am passing through the castle gardens for a morning walk when a soft breeze carries the voices of Radoslav and Siegfried to my ear. The two courtiers are talking to each other in a secluded spot nearby, frequently glancing around to make sure nobody is listening. While it's hard for me to make out their words from a distance, it's clear their discussion relates to Count Fjalmir of Rama. Well, I don't like this guy very much. I would lose dread from not doing anything, but we don't have any dread. So, it's probably nothing important. They might be plotting against the guy who's trying to rebel against me, but that's fine. And now that our culture has entered the early medieval era, we have to decide if we want to... Yes, we want to stay fascinated with Casus Belli for the next 4 years, because that's going to be incredibly important. The rest of this we can kind of let happen naturally. But then we really want to focus on the medieval... what's the word? Medieval technologies. The early medieval technologies. Send an ultimatum in 4 months. Let's see it happen. We're known for our dedication to our faith. That's fantastic. I will not be threatened. So they are declaring civil war against us. We're going to slow time down. Oh, I was going to raise more knights before this. I forgot. First off, I'm going to recruit this guy. And we have some shitty knights. That's just going to have to be how it is. Let's raise our armies. We're going to send our counselor to increase control. And we're gonna head on up to war. Yeah, hereditary rule good. That'll really help things. I want, I guess CB doesn't really make that big of a difference for me right now, does it? Now that I think about it, because I have all of the de jure kingdom, don't I? Except for this little thing. Okay, fair enough. Hereditary rule it is. Mangonels would be really nice. Even though you didn't point it out to me specifically, Seeds, I appreciate you making me realize that I don't need Casus Belli anymore. We're going to kind of ambush them in the lowlands here, because we have a lot of cavalry. We have a decent amount of cavalry. And they have a lot of light infantry and bowmen. Yeah, Crown Authority, getting Crown Authority maxed is really important. Alright, let's stop chasing this 500 stack and we'll go after the 1300. A little frustrating just getting given the run around here. Alright, and we're going to get the jump on him. It will not be in the plains like I hoped. But we will still get the advantage of our... This is probably better for us, actually. We get the advantage of our cavalry against their archers, and we get the terrain advantage for our pikemen. And we gained a level of fame. Got some prestige from that battle. We're going to wipe out this stack really easily. Do I have a physician? I never know if I have a physician. Probably not. I'm forgetting how the game works. Search for a physician. My son and heir Magnus is an unusually calm child. When the others play their wild games, Magnus often withdraws to some silent corner. He does not speak a lot, but I can always tell he is thinking about something. Court in the sidebar. Oh, that's right. That's where it is. I knew you could see it. Yeah, no, I don't, What religion is he? Apostolistic. I do not have a, physician. Hi, Nissa. How are you doing? Wait, I do? Am I just that blind? Oh, court physician. It's right here. Oh, for fuck's sake. Alright, so no, none of them are better than the court physician I have, so we'll send them away. I forgot it was at the top. I'm the big dumb. Welcome, welcome. I'm sorry again for the late start of today's stream, but I'm glad to see you here. Do 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 do. Let's just do some sieging. Our queen looks up at me, her face the picture of serenity. Let's name him Pandy after you. Aww. Yeah, okay. We'll name our child Pandy. I first love that that's an event with your spouse recommending you names. And second, love that it picks names. Let's just do some sieging, yeah. Super cash. MBD. I also love that, like, that it adds names of your family to the generated list. Like that. So you can have, like, freely generated, like, over here. Duke Tinybrain. Because Tinybrain was in the family, so they automatically gave him the name of an ancestor. That's great. I love that. Alright, come on. Yeah, the AI is just wandering around. I beckon my patriarch to join me in the circle of brass orbs and candles arranged on staves throughout the dark room. The incense cloying the air to ward off the bad vapors makes our eyes tear up in little time. This is how, through the corner of our eyes, we will spot the inscrutable form of angels. However, Baradin soon takes pause. This feels wrong. These are divine beings, not meant for mortal eyes to see. When in doubt, Constantinople. Yeah. My intentions are pure, I assure you. We have a chance of gaining learning lifestyle. We can convince him that it's actually good that we should see angels. We can tell him we're going to do it one way or the other, pissing him off. Or we can accept that this is a bad idea and give him free opinion. He likes me quite a bit, so if we fail this, we're not losing much. And I think this is a much better gamble than mathematically. This is a much better gamble than just taking the raw hit. So let's go with that. And we gained the extra lifestyle experience. That's fantastic. We're gonna do a heresy anyway, so we might as well start by trying to see what angels look like. And by do a heresy, I mean reform orthodoxy into some kind of weird incest cult. I don't actually know if we're going to go with incest. We're going to go with some sort of weird religion. I haven't decided what traits to pick yet. We can discuss that amongst ourselves when we get there. I need siege equipment. This siege is going very slowly. Hey, and a new perk for the learning lifestyle. Learning per level of devotion, so we just get more learning for free, pretty much. As long as we have more than one level of devotion, which we do. We have a couple. We will get, I don't remember where you can see the levels. Faithful, I think, is like 3 levels of devotion. So we'll get, we're gonna get a bunch of extra biblically accurate katana. Yeah, that's kind of what we're going for here. We have a lot of... We have big learning. Big smarts. That's what I'm trying to say. So while they're just wandering around, not really sure what to do, because they're afraid that we're going to break our siege and go attack them if they try to siege something, we're just going to finish our siege. One of the hardest parts about this game, I realized, was learning the AI. It's actually a bit smarter than previous games and knows how to use terrain to its advantage. But once you figure out the AI's behavior, you can kind of play it against itself. And right now they want it to keep moving so that we will attack them, I think. But they don't know where to go. Or they could be moving down here to start a siege, actually. And any second now we'll have finished our siege. Yeah, fort level is too high. This has a pretty good fort in it, fort level 4. So just by... So without siege engines, it's going to take a really long time to siege. There we go, and that's the war done. Oh, he sieged our capital. Well, that's not going to matter because we have 100% war score. So I imprison him, and he has committed a crime. I imprison both of them because they have committed crimes. Nope, I want you. Well, first let's do some ransoms before we start stripping people of titles. Like your wives. She was the count that I stripped the title from. Let's just leave her in prison. But let's ransom this guy's wife back. Oops, time's passing. This is a big war. So we will say yes. We're gonna join. We're gonna join in this war, but we're not gonna do anything for a second because I want to. I want to deal with. Let's get some gold. I want to deal with some internal stuff first. Let's disband our levies. We're gonna build. No, we're not going to build something, actually. I kind of want to wait for Maningels before I build siege weapons. So I'm going to do that. Oh, she's rebelling again. What's her problem this time? Against the tyranny of Duke Tinybrain. Man, Roshka is, oof. Trouble. Okay, so you... What's the development here? We want to take his best county. Solely. Don't owners just upgrade to Maningels? I don't think they do when you get the tech, because I know you can build both of them at the same time if you start in 1066. So let's revoke his better county. And we can't revoke again for the same crime. That would be ridiculous. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to release him. Well, no, I don't want to release him. I don't want to banish him, because that's bad. I could have him renounce his claims. That would actually be really nice. Let's do that. And then the Count of Rama. I kind of want to revoke this title, but Rama's actually really well developed, so I'm going to revoke that instead. And then I'm going to also release you if you renounce your claims. And give me a weak hook. Okay, now... Solely is not great development, so we're going to give it away since we are at 7 of 6 holdings right now. So what we're going to do is we're going to find a character who is not a ruler, an adult, male, I don't care if they're married, who's orthodox and Serbian and not of my dynasty. We're going to sort by opinion. Weak hook to force partition him. I'm thinking that, yeah. He might already have force partition, though. This guy sounds great. He is a delicate drunkard. Ooh, he has claims. Never mind. My knight. No claims. That's fantastic. I don't want to give the land to someone with claims, because they tend to press those claims and just make your borders messy and harder to deal with. And yeah, let's see. We're going to modify your feudal contract. He does have forced partition, but we are going to force him to give us normal feudal levies. So he's going to give us more troops. And then we're going to take a look at control of Rama, that we get more taxes out of it. Since again, if I remember correctly, it's very well developed. Actually, it might. Is it better development than the capital? It is. I've probably said this every stream that I've played this playlist, but this song absolutely sounds like they're saying Yubi Yubi. Da da da, Yubi Yubi dee, da da da. Yubi Yubi nee, ha ha ha. I've gained the trait ill. King or peasant, high or low, it does not matter. In the end, we are all mortals. I am reminded of this as I wake coughing in the early morning hours, a dull ache pounding through my head and throat. What's Rome's dev? Let's see. Send for a physician. Rome is at 29, and Constantinople is at 31. So, you know, 11 isn't very special. Yes, we should seeds. Absolutely. I don't know who's calling me. I'm not going to talk to them right now. I've been getting a lot of spam calls. Oh! Apparently I don't have a court physician. Oh, she's fantastic. Yes, we will pay for Melina. We're just ill. We'll do no more than is necessary. We don't want a drastic treatment just for ill. Melina entered my chamber with an earthenware jar cradled in her arms and came to sit by my bed. She pulled a leech from the jar and gave it a most tender look before carefully placing it on my face. Remain still, my lord. Better not disturb their feeding. The leeches turned out to be just what I needed. For now, the worst of my symptoms are alleviated and the world seems a little brighter. So we have reduced disease symptoms. So we are currently in a war. I don't know how much we really want to help. Ricaria, is that this one here? No. Oh, Caria's here, that's right. If I can get this guy to join me in my independence faction, we're all but set for going independent. But I don't have a weak hook on him. I just don't know if we bother helping in this war. You know? East Francia in the middle of Italy? Oh. Yeah. Just Carlings being Carlings. No big deal. It looks like whoever owned the county of Benevento, inherited East Francia. Just Carling things. Savoy's still independent. Good for them. Provence isn't. Oh no, Provence is still here. Are they still naked? They're not still naked. Speaking of, let's take a second to look at religion. Is there anything real unusual? Ibadi in Sardinia is a little odd. Orthodox all the way in Sardinia too. Sardinia is kind of a mess. Ashari in the boot of Italy is interesting. Salerno is a sheikdom. That's kind of cool. Orthodox in North Africa is pretty cool. Danes are large. Yeah, I'll look at that in a second. A Chartreux in Britain. A Chartreux and Lollard in the Lowlands. Yeah, Denmark's strong. You're right. Sweden's doing pretty well too. Nothing too surprising. Moldovia's holding out against Khazaria somehow. Do you see Orthodoxy in Roma? I don't think so. No. What's the deal here? Is it... Oh, it does start Orthodox, doesn't it? Yeah, Sardinia starts Orthodox. That's right. Sardinia taking a little bit of North Africa, though. Good for them. This irritates me. Tlemcen having land in Sardinia and Sardinia having land in North Africa is infuriating. I just want them to switch. Like, just give Tlemcen this and give Sardinia this, and I'll be happy. It makes me shake. Oh, Epirus in Sicily. That's pretty cool. We really need to, like, ally with Italy or something if we're gonna get independence. Hungary? No, they're pagan. Clemson owning Tunis is the ultimate anti-EU foreplay. Yeah. Yeah, that's a fair point. My liege only has 7,000 troops, and he's 259 in debt. So actually now may not be the worst time to press our demands. Wait a second. Yeah, hold on. The King of Wallachia is on both sides. Damn, he has Italy on his side. Alright, never mind. I was like, wait, what do you mean we're superior? No, he's superior to us. By a lot. Murder makes all your problems go away. Oh. Oh, that's an easy murder plot. Murder makes all of your problems go away. I need to be personal scheming against one of my vassals, probably. So let's do that. And I need to switch you to support schemes. Which means we're almost guaranteed to murder the Basilius in 4 years. We have a daughter. We're quickly running out of people in chat. But this is our daughter Nissa. Don't forget to build buildings. Thank you. Oh, goodbye, Salerno. Simple stone quarries. They do building construction time in everywhere? I don't remember. I think it's just local. Oh, dog time. Are you ready for, dog time? Let's build pastoral lands to start here. I think we're gonna do pastoral lands, hill forts, and military camps. It's the holding, okay. So not the county, though. Because it would be really nice if I got it for my, my barony here. Yep, let's build some hill forts in the capital. We don't have that much money, so we're just gonna hold it to the capital for now. Can designate a guardian for our daughter, who we forgot to name. Let's do it ourselves. And let's speed up time. My counselor died. That's unfortunate. We're not going to assign this guy because he hates us as our spy master. That would be asking to get assassinated. So we will assign this guy to be our spy master and keep him on support schemes. It was not what Duke Theodorus was expecting to find by spying on secret conversations, but discovering the truth about Anastasia's origins does not hurt. Who are you? Your courtier of the Basilius is a bastard. Which we might be able to get her to join with a hook. I already forgot her name. Anastasia. I don't even see her. There she is. Wait, I just saw her. There she is. Different Anastasia. Okay. Alright, that's fine. We are no longer ill. We have a new lifestyle perk. Something happened to our marshal. We will make the guy from Dubrovnik marshal. Keep improving control in Rama. I'm gonna do a quick war here. has a lot of allies, but I think... But he has far less troops than us anyway. So I think we'll be fine. One of his allies is all the way over here. I don't even know where the others are. I think we'll be just fine doing this. And let's march on his capital. This is going to be a very quick war. Oh, I read that wrong. I thought it said my time has come. The time has come. The agents are in place. One of them will pay the assassin the very night the deed will happen. Another will ensure the wall is unguarded. A third will leave a subtle trail of candles to Constantinios' bedchamber. Do it. Do it. Oh. That's interesting. I haven't seen this event before. My attempt on Constantinios' life has been thwarted. The assassin was stopped by one of those inspirited Vengarians. I suppose the Basilius got his guard after all. Could end my scheme, or I could try again. I wonder if that's just flavor, or if there's actually an extra chance of the Basilius not dying because of the Vengarians. When the time comes, my agents will need a safe escape route out of Constantinios' castle should anything go wrong. A detailed map of the local farmlands with all its hidden paths and caves will be an invaluable resource. I could explore the farmlands myself and possibly get ill and get stressed. Or I could pay a hunter for not much better chance of success. I'm going to explore the farmlands myself. It's a 7% difference. I gain stress. Guilt and shame have been plaguing me as of late. All of my sins, my flaws, my failings, these dark thoughts distract me from my responsibilities and keep me awake at night. I feel like I must do something to put an end to this mental anguish, but what could possibly help? The sting of the lash will excise my sins. I want to say flagellant gives you extra piety? No. Donating to charity will make up for my sins. Or I must be strong and resist these impulses. I'm going to become flagellant. That's a hard word to say. Keep calm and hunt. Yeah, no, I should have been hunting, but I didn't want to spend the money. I'm going to speed things up here since this is a pretty easy war. Yeah, that's what I thought. We can totally take them because we'd be defending in the mountains. Yeah, but we have young geniuses in the family. I'm not super worried. Ooh, I shouldn't have attacked there. We were attacking into the mountain. But we finished our siege. So we're not going to lose this battle because we're going to declare peace during it. Fantastic. I'm just going to give him this land directly. It'll make him like me more than... Well, no, I'm going to give it away to a random Serbian character. And, someone without claims. And then I'll transfer vassalage. Which will make him like me quite a bit. Okay, I want to invite knights because we have a lot of money right now. He's amazing. This war is going on fine without us. Ah, this is an interesting event. A stranger is brought before me. He has been waiting outside the castle gates for a week, my liege, the guard informs me. The man bows deeply. My name is Majid, your highness. I have traveled far and wide and seen many things, but my family and I are wary of the road. If you allow us to stay, I will happily share my knowledge of the world with you and be your loyal servant. So Majid is Bori and Mashriki. Oh, I did not expect that. So he's a African pagan. He is also not very attractive. He comes with his family, so we can have him embrace orthodoxy and become our courtier and gain opinion of us. We could get a strong hook and just invite him in anyway, or we can kick him out. He doesn't have great stats, but he is an 11, which is good, pretty good as a knight. And it could be kind of interesting to see what happens to this family as time goes on if they stay in our court. So we're gonna have him embrace orthodoxy and stay in the court. Maybe we'll give him land if we come across new land. That would be kind of cool. And his whole family converts as well. Let's actually go ahead and let's have our knights educate. No, not become Greek. Let's educate his children to become Serbian. With our court physician. And we'll see what happens to them. What was his dynasty name again? Hassanid. We'll see if the Hassanid family shows up in a few generations. Oh, hey, Aquitaine in Italy, huh? Yeah, okay. Carlings being Carlings, I'm sure. Yep. Oh, excommunicated. Oh, that's interesting. The existence of my plot to murder Basilios Constantinios has been discovered. While my involvement is not yet known, this will make it more difficult to bring my plans to fruition. Okay, so we're canceling our plot. That's unfortunate. We still don't have a great chance of breaking free. And we don't even have the prestige, really. Well, not for just declaring an independence war. Yeah, King of Aquitaine on his side is going to make things difficult. If something were to happen to King Thomas, to King Thomas's wife, that might make things easier. I'd gain critical stress for it, though, because I'm just. Alright, let's speed up time and let things go. Knight has arrived. He's Greek, unfortunately, but that's fine. We'll invite him to our court. He's still quite good. This event's annoying. I'm passing through the capital of my vassal Mayor Viscarion when I receive an invitation to visit his mansion. As I arrive, he welcomes me with open arms and a tour. One thing that strikes me is the place is full of unfinished projects. Yeah, he still has 12k of his own troops, but I want to weaken him as much as I can. He has 12k of his own troops, but he doesn't have money, if I remember, unless that's changed. Oh, wow, he's gotten a lot of money. Never mind. Oh, I don't know how we're gonna break free. This is unfortunate. Alright, let's just go down the list. The books, the poor books. We have a 100% chance of fixing this. I can help out with the dining hall. That went good. The chest of gold is very unguarded. And he takes offense at that. He does gain opinion of me, overall. He did think we were trying to steal his gold. My friend died. Duke of Epirus. Hey, Chiron. Oh my god, I'm unclogging the shower. That's so gross. Yeah, I'd normally just be wrapping up right now, but I'm gonna go for another hour because I started late. So we are overwhelmed by stress. I'm going to self-flagellate to lose some of that stress. Yeah, I had groceries delivered today between 12 and 4, and of course they came at 3:45 or 3:50 or something. Because of course. So I was hoping they would get here before my stream at 3 o'clock, but they did not. Oh, unpause. Successful wound treatment, and a knight has arrived. We will recruit him to court as well. And we still have quite a lot of money, so let's see about more buildings. Building's already under construction there, so let's build one down in our barony. I want farms and fields for that extra money. This is plains as well. Okay, great. So we'll have like we'll really build up money in these two counties, in these two duchies, and we'll build up army in our capital. I like to, I don't know if that's optimal, but I like to really stack based on what terrain you have. From all my evenings watching stars, I've seen with my own eyes what I've only heard of before. The stars move at different speeds and reverse their course at different times, but seemingly in large groups depending on which celestial sphere they belong to. Indeed, with the right calculations, one could even predict their movement. My patriarch does not approve, of course. Leave the skies be, the celestial realm is for the clergy to know. No, absolutely. We want to gain insight in the heavens, are you kidding? Although we do want to form a new religion, and the extra piety would be helpful for that. What does earthly focus give us again? Even more piety. No, we're going for that. You're right, I should focus on earthly matters. The bonus piety, the extra opinion, and the extra piety per month is going to really add up, and 250 is a lot of piety. Okay, now the hill fort is done. I will get to that in a second. I want to build. Yeah, I'm gonna build a barracks here. For lots of extra levies. As despot, I have been obliged to attend a local sparring tournaments, but the contestants have been delayed. The tourney won't start for at least another hour. While I lament about how poorly organized the tournament is, my vassal Count Hjalmar suddenly walks up to me and pushes me straight into the horses' water troughs, prompting everyone around to burst into laughter. Okay, Golden, have a good night. Hope work goes well tomorrow. Thanks for stopping by. We could become rivals with him, or we can not become rivals with him. Well, he already hates us a lot. And fuck this guy. Let's become rivals. And you know what? I'm not trying to assassinate anyone right now anyway. Let's change that. Let's see, who's his heir? His daughter. Aw, what do you mean 5%? Our intrigue sucks. I've been overwhelmed by stress. Frustrating. My mother died. No. It's not worth spending money on this guy. I just realized I don't want the rally point to be there. I want it to be in the capital. Not that it really matters, but... new liege. Court physician Melina holds me back. The diseased body of a commoner, skin marred by rashes and bumps, rests upon the table. Anyone who comes into contact with the corpse risks infection, and I was planning on performing an outing that will take me close to the holding of my rival and vassal, Count Hjalmar. Oh, we could launch the body at his castle. That's so funny. I would gain stress because I'm forgiving, though. No, I'm gonna study corpses. Absolutely. We want more learning. Okay, this event again. We're gonna take the chance to see angels. While I was the market with Destrava, her attention was caught by a criminal changed to the pillory. She watched him for a while. When he did nothing but cough and beg for water, she rolled her eyes and kept walking. We really can't afford the stress right now, and Callus is fine. So we're going to give her that trait. Speaking of stress, can we flagellate again? No. Patriarch likes me. Basilius has less troops. And less allies. We have less allies for some reason. If I can get Bulgaria to join in on this independence war or something like that, that would be really nice. Or Hungary, maybe? I doubt it. Zaria won't do it. They're Jewish. Oh, this is a bad alliance. Can't marry the Abbasids. That would be nice. As soon as I see my vassal and rival, Hjalmar, on the other side of the church, I begin to turn around, but to my surprise, Richwara waves the knave tirelessly towards us. He has agreed to meet with you on neutral ground. It is important that you two chaste men such as yourself are feuding. Do you not think it's time to make amends? I will amend his face, which would be great, but we're not that. Or we could have a diplomacy challenge against him. I'm totally going to do this. I'm going to be petty. You think him chaste? Let me divulge his true character. You want to make me marshal? Sure. I'm not a very good marshal. But okay. We didn't do anything in that war. What is this war? Doesn't matter to us. Okay, so let's look at converting faiths. Shall we? We could just choose another faith here, which would be kind of fun. We could be Adamite and be nudist. Convert to Coptic, which there's some fun ones in here. Massalian is an incest cult, kind of. We could convert to Christianity, which is kind of like a local religion of the area. Pastoral isolationism. Oh no, isn't actually that bad. Yeah, that would be almost no cost to convert. So we could, we have a lot of choices here, but I want to see what it looks like to make our own faith. So communion, is fine. Create new Christian faith, that's what I want to do. I might have to do a little bit of this between streams. Because I don't know all of these great. Ritual cannibalism. That sounds fun. Is there a pagan syncretism, or is that syncretic folk traditions? Considers unreformed faiths and is considered by unreformed faiths to be hostile instead of evil. Bonus with unreformed faiths. Can convert syncretized faiths cheaply. So this would let us spread to pagans. We could make sort of a pagan revival of Christianity. Might be kind of cool. Let's consider that. Communal identity is really great if you're staying to one region, but we might want to actually spread this religion around, so I don't want to do that, because it makes it hard to convert other cultures. Sanctity of Nature is really bad because of the building costs increase. Sacred Lies. Oh wow, makes deceitful a virtue. That's really interesting. Vows of Poverty makes generous a virtue. Polyamory. I mean, I'm kind of into it. You know, not gonna lie. Hedonistic makes gluttonous a virtue. Gnostic. Giving away titles relieves a proportional amount of stress, makes temperate a virtue. More learning but less stewardship. That's kind of cool. Esoteric is... I really like esoteric. Children with the learning education focus may gain the wise man trait if they do well at their studies. Makes wise man, mystic, and miracle worker a virtue. Adherents can decide to end their life when old, incapable, or near death. Does not incur any of the normal penalties from suicide. With short reign duration going down. Yeah, communal identity is really good. Carnal exaltation makes lustful a virtue. Kind of fun. Adaptive. So let's see, views on gender, let's at least go with equal. Righteous, I think, is fine. Theocratic is fine. Lay clergy would be nice, but this is okay. No head of faith or temporal head of faith. Spiritual is fine. Have polygamous marriages. Or concubines. You can have unrestricted marriage, let the incest flow. But this is getting expensive, you see. So what I think I want to do in the short term is maybe convert to a Christian brand that, Nameless, hello. How are you doing? Welcome. We are considering our incest cult. We may want to consider converting to a faith that's a little bit closer to what we're thinking. Yeah, I'm gonna map with you later. I had to start late. But I will be done in less than an hour. Belogamism I don't like because it's pacifist. Iconoclasm is really just is barely different from orthodoxy. Waldenstein Catharism, there's not really a great Christian branch that's not super different from what we're already looking. Oh, you're not even home. Oh, well, fuck you. I know. Oh, I know. We could convert to Massalianism and then do something kind of a carnal exaltation, divine marriage. Folk traditions sort of thing. You know, deviancy, same-sex relations accepted. That's all pretty cool. Equal doctrines, lay clergy. There's a lot that's pretty neat about Massalianism. The incest's a little weird. But this isn't the worst choice here. And what converting would do is it would give us pretty much all of the traits we want down here, and we just have to change our tenants around. So I'm very tempted to do that. Everyone will convert. Almost everyone will convert, except for the people we hate anyway, which might actually allow us to revoke their titles. It's considered hostile, so I don't remember if you can revoke from hostile. But if it's considered hostile, that might put us in a dangerous position with the Basilius. So we may not want to convert until we're independent at the same time. But again, converting to a existing religion is a lot cheaper. Are the Massalian holy sites anywhere? No. Baghdad, Fars, Antioch, Constantinople, and Jerusalem. I really think, though, as far as, like, the crime doctrines and marriage doctrines go, we want to convert to Massalianism first. Oh, Adamantism is pretty cool, but I don't want to play a nudist on stream. And Sanctity of Nature sucks. Unfortunately, so does communal identity in this case. Yeah, okay. That's our goal. Sorry for spending so much time on that and then not actually doing anything about it, but I wanted to take the time. I wanted to consider it. It's still going to be pretty expensive. Let's gain a little bit of prestige here. We have some crop fields built. I'm going to build a... Can I build a trade port here? I'm going to build a trade port in Bar, which is going to increase the development. Not to a great amount, but it'll be a nice increase. Eventually I want to get Ragusa back for myself as well, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. I can ask my head of faith for gold. That will go a long way towards building more buildings. My son and heir lacks a guardian. Our second son lacks a guardian. Convert culture. Oh, she's not Catholic, or she's not Serbian. That's right. My spy master has come to me with grave news. Well, we don't know yet. Someone is plotting to kill my court physician. She has been fantastic. Don't kill my court physician. Yeah, make sure my spy master is disrupting schemes. And we're gonna hope for the best. Our level of splendor increased. Which is fantastic. We can gain a new... Nope, not dynasty tree. We can gain a new legacy. And really, let's be honest, blood is the way to go here. These are traits that everyone in our dynasty gets access to. Do I have goals for the campaign? My goal is to currently to become independent of the Byzantine Empire. Blood is just too good. Everything else is good, but blood is so much better. My goal is to become independent of Byzantium and to form a Christian heresy and survive, nestled between the Orthodox and Catholics. All while staying within Epirus, Serbia, and the kingdoms of Epirus, Serbia, and Croatia. And I actually have specific duchies within Epirus and Croatia that I can expand in. I'm not even going to take the whole kingdoms for those two. Adriatic boys, let's go. Balkan boys. My previous goal was to unite the Serbian people, which I've done, but I had to become Byzantine to do it. I had to become a Byzantine vassal to do it, so I'm trying to break free. I think in the short term, what I might do is start expanding against, thinking out loud, I might want to start expanding against Slavonia and Croatia, and Dalmatia here, in order to build up my my army so that I can declare independence against the Basilius. So I might start spending a little money on that after I'm done with a few building projects. Sire Nameless, thank you for the follow. Welcome, my cub. More than anything, my quest to be a learned man is teaching me how much I do not yet know. What more, there must be so much knowledge that has been lost to the ages as books fall apart or languages are forgotten. Perhaps I could contribute by making a new translation of one of the classic works. Although, what would I even translate? We could gain a lifestyle perk from translating Euclid's mathematical books. We could gain a lifestyle perk from the mystic knowledge of the Corpus Hermeticus, or we could lose some stress. No, I think mystic knowledge sounds right up the alley of this character. Let's go for it. Look, don't be rude with me, Nameless. You're the one who followed. I gotta keep my shtick. My translation of the Corpus Hermeticus is coming along, but one section in the version I am copying from gives me pause. The scribes insist that the words on the page mean, as we hold 2 feet and spirits rising edges of hunter. That cannot be right, can it? No, we formed an existing kingdom. We're Serbia, de jure Serbia. We're already Serbia. We did that last stream. Oh, the meaning is obvious. Let me handle this. No, the Dutch... There's no Duchy of Serbia. So this is, This is an easy choice. We can, We have a 100% chance here to improve the quality significantly and gain prestige. Or we could improve the quality significantly and gain prestige. So we're going to go with the more prestige. We are very smart. I may conquer Austria. Maybe like late game. Once we start to sort of steamroll, I may push into to Croatia and Austria and conquer Italy. We'll see. I was watching Deslava play with other children when Kusimir tried to push her over. Deslava took it all in stride and sat down to talk with Kusimir instead. Yeah, Serbia and Austria-Hungary. I get it now. The constant efforts to translate the Corpus Hermeticus is tiring. The relentless focus, understanding, and creativity required drains me as I move ever closer to its completion. Just a few more pages tonight and a few more in the morning. I must seclude myself from all other distractions until this is done, or the book can wait. No, we're going to take the stress to improve the quality of the book. And speaking of stress, we're going to flagellate. To lose that stress. It's fine. I did see a building get done earlier. I forgot to do anything about that, so let's build more. Here we actually can't... oh, no, we can build up in the capital. See, speaking of stress, time to flagellate. Yeah. Yeah, me when I get home from work. Totally. Do I want military camps? I actually kind of want the pastoral lands here. They're going to give us less levies than the military camps, but we don't really have archers or skirmishers. And the little bit of extra money is going to go a long way. I don't think we need outposts. We don't have... we just don't get sieged that often. So let's build pastoral lands here. And I think that Bar is still building the trade post. Oh no, it looks done. But let's go in Skadar and build something that's going to give us extra taxes. Hunting grounds are simply better than pastoral lands in every way right now, so we'll do that first, then probably do pastoral lands after. Oh, we'll have to do walls and towers. So we'll do hunting grounds and walls and towers. That extra fort level is gonna be really nice, and it gives us extra tax. I'd rather have fort level and tax than just 50 levies and tax at that point. But we're also going to get the defender advantage. This barony is going to be really hard to siege, despite the fact that it's on the plains. I find myself working on the translation of the Corpus Hermeticus for hours under the flickering light of a candle. Often I will barely notice time passing. My scribes remind me, however. My lord, it must be past midnight by now. Is it not time to rest? No, we have to keep going until I feel done. The translation quality will improve slightly, and it will be completed faster. We'll gain learning experience and stress. Sleep will do us good. The quality will improve significantly, and we'll gain learning lifestyle experience. Or you can all keep working while I rest. We could lose some stress. No, I think the significant increase is worth a little slower time. Yeah, no, I would love to do a multiplayer Hoi. Yes, I've been meaning to learn, oh, we had a mental break. Great. I've been meaning to learn Hoi. Guilt and shame have been plaguing me as of late. All of my sins, my flaws, my failings, these dark thoughts distract me from responsibilities and keep me awake at night. I feel like I must do something to put an end to this mental anguish, but what could possibly help? I could flagellate and become wounded. Could donate to charity, or we could try to be strong. Let's just keep up with the flagellation. This is working fine. Babies! Praise Saint Bridget, Richarda has been given birth to 2 perfect little children. Who will you become, my dears, and what shall I call you? Well, we are absolutely, well, we're gonna keep Tyra, because that's a name from somebody in chat who was, one of our previous rulers, so we're gonna keep that. But I am absolutely naming the daughter Nameless. I've gotten an idea in my attempts to align Mayor Viserion to my interests. Oh, I'm still swaying this guy. I don't need to sway this guy anymore. So let's convince him. And then let's look at our court, vassals. It's just the people who hate me. Yeah, I probably will use, I'll use Ancestor Generation unless there's, like, somebody, what am I trying to say? Unless there's somebody new in chat. Yeah, that's fair. I may marry you matrilineally. I've done it a couple times. I was shocked when I caught Magnus trying to steal from the travel chest of the visiting Mayor Miroslav. He blamed a game another child had invented, but I could tell he was lying. This is our player heir, stewardship and learning. So deceitful's nice. The diplomacy hit is not so good though, but he's good at diplomacy, and maybe he'll murder his way to independence if we can't do it ourselves. Honest is gonna hurt pretty badly. Could get him assassinated. And humble's just kinda nice, but it causes us stress. I'm actually gonna let him stay deceitful. Oh. My boy died. Let's sway the King of Wallachia. Why is... Target is in a foreign realm. Oh, interesting. I think that's new. Realm will lose land when vassal inherits foreign title. What are you inheriting? Heir to the Duchy of Bugsack. However you say that. Oh, that's unfortunate. This tiny little duchy over here is going to inherit my land. What if you died, though? Yeah, no, that's always been the, that's always been the problem with CK for sure. I'm debating if I want to do incestuous super nobles in this game or not. I'm considering making our final cult incestuous. I can't afford the stress right now. We may just have to go to war for that land later. Countess Amelia has accused my sister Cordy of having copulated with her lover Ban Mahalo. Such things cannot be accepted outside of marriage. Cordy. Come on, Cordy. Oh, her husband died. Oh, come on. You can't be a fornicator if your husband's dead. Did he just die? No, he died years ago. Oh, fine. I mean, you can literally be a fornicator, but... Yeah, that's the best time. My translation finally stands complete. My words rest on beautifully illuminated pages, all protected by a lavish cover, as benefits the work's importance. The tome has taken pride of place in my library. Is that how you say that? And every priest who reads it is mightily impressed by my efforts. Some are already speaking of making copies of their own. This effort has taught me so much. We gain a lifestyle perk. We get extra piety and prestige, and we lose translating a book. A feast. Sure. Every guest is gathered in the great hall, and our gracious host Boral has welcomed us to the feast. This learn on the job is amazing. Even if it's a small percentage, just that extra boost of their skills, learn on the job plus 3 intrigue right there is incredible. Absolutely amazing trait. What kind of meat is this? So rich in flavor. What are these vegetables? Almost sweet. Oh, and these wonderful little desserts. This feast has some of the best food I've ever tasted. We lose stress. We get life reaffirmed. Health boost and stress gain down. Yeah, the hat is really good. I'm kind of digging it. The feast is dwindling down, and I find myself deep in conversation with my obtuse acquaintance Vladislav. He inquires about my opinion on investment opportunities, a subject he's deeply interested in himself. Why, that's a subject that fascinates me as well. I don't really care about this guy. He's possessed and reclusive. And he's not like... Oh, he is an heir. I could say I don't care less, and we could potentially become a rival. But let's... You know what? He might inherit. Let's grow closer to gaining a friendship. What a feast! I will remember the days spent in Count Boral's halls for a long time to come. Now it is time to wash off the traces of merriment and wine, and once more resume my duties as a lord of the realm. So let's see about war. Slavonia has no allies, so that would be good. How's Hereditary Rule coming, and how is Casus Belli coming? Yeah, Aquitaine keeps losing and re-inheriting all of Italy, and somehow Savoy and Provence are still independent, which is pretty cool. What about Croatia? Croatia has a lot of troops. Allied to Duchess of Crane and the Queen of East Francia. Huh. Go figure. Oh, Dalmatia, right. He owns all of this stuff. Burgas and Petty King Shamir. That's a weird alliance for you to have, Dalmatia. I think we take a little land back from Slavonia up here. It's not very well developed, but it is de jure ours. Although we don't have a claim on it because we don't have Casus Belli yet. We'll take 11 months and some amount of gold. Let's do it. I feel like I'd be a lot more inclined to play CK if I was better at it and also didn't have disgusting border gore every time no matter what. The border gore frustrates me. I was complaining about this earlier. Sardinia has this land, but Tlemcen has this land. Like, they just need to switch. You know? It's so frustrating. Yeah, the border gore, it's mostly a side effect of how the AI chooses targets, which is a problem with other Paradox games as well, but also just how marriages play out and how the AI strategizes marriage. I haven't seen Vikings conquering halfway across the planet this game at all. There's some Vikings in France, but that's not that weird. These are just Normans. Are they Normans? They're not Normans yet, but they'll probably become Norman. Edvgilyaki, where is that? Ah, here. So this is cool. These guys will actually become Normans eventually. And Sweden's in Britain. Britain's still a mess in this start date. Alba's doing great. I don't know how France ended up here. Sizable Viking horde in India. I've only seen that when the player's responsible for it. That's really funny. Denislava seemed to enjoy our latest feast immensely. Of all the things she could not stop talking about the rich clothes and glittering gold she saw there. She could become greedy, which, It's not a good or a bad thing. I want her to focus on intrigue, by the way, because she's no good. Because women can't lead armies, frankly. Callous, forgiving. Callous and forgiving kind of balance each other out. Gregarious would be good. Let's take a little stress and show her how to make friends at a feast. My chancellor died of old age. Yeah. This guy's fantastic. Where's Soli again? Oh, up here. That's right. I gave him that land. Longboats off the coast of the South African Cape. You know, I buy it. Vikings be like that. My counselor died. Did I just give him that? Okay, no, it's not the same counselor. Let's make you chancellor. Could integrate a title. Interesting. Oh, no, it's not. Oh, this is what we could integrate. It would take 56 years. No, never mind. Is that de jure part of Croatia? Oh, it is. Okay. And then let's fabricate another claim down here. We want to start taking some land from Dalmatia. Do we have anybody we can recruit? Not... Why are you so expensive? Because you have a claim on the Empire. Okay. That's fair. I have not done EU4 at all lately. Not since CK3 came out. You know, I actually haven't gotten the latest DLC. I wanted to do a yeah, I think I've talked to you about this. I wanted to do a Russia game with the new trade company mechanics, and I just haven't done it. I would lose that battle. That's interesting. I should probably call on my ally. Probably ask my head of faith for gold. Should probably designate a guardian for Nissa. The transmutation of lead to gold has been among the dream of alchemists across the world. Though many have attempted such a feat, nobody is known to have succeeded. Despite this, I've come across some notes written in the margins of a book about plants. They claim that one can create golden rain by boiling lead sugar in a filtered solution of seaweed ash. Could such a thing be possible? If nothing else, it's worth investigating. It's a nonsensical prank. We could just gain some learning. Or I will not be tempted by the promises of witchcraft. Since we're still considering the, yeah, Nissa, you need guarded. Guarded. We're gonna take the piety here. Well, a learning lifestyle perk is really nice, actually. No, it's worth investigating. The first reagent I need to obtain is lead sugar, an ingredient used to sweeten wines. I could find a supplier to import what I need, though it would be expensive. Alternatively, I can cheaply manufacture my own by burning metallic lead and dissolving the ashes in vinegar. I could spend gold. How could I learn if other people do all the work? I could get, I could give myself lead poisoning. Let's take the risk. We have so much learning. This shouldn't go wrong. Without incident. Great. Second reagent I need to obtain is seaweed. A lot of seaweed. 100 drams, shredded and then dried. Where can I get such a substantial amount? I will import it from various coastal towns. Demand a seaweed tax on my subjects. Or I can use my lead to sweeten wines instead. No, we're going to demand the seaweed tax. We have plenty of prestige to spend, and 5 stress isn't that bad. They're winning the siege race. At last I have all the necessary reagents to produce the golden rain. The lead sugar is safely stored in waterproof casks. The cords of dried seaweed are stacked in the furnace ready to burn. Will this be my magnum opus? Can begin the experiment, or we could just not do it. No, we've come this far. Let's see. We have 36 learning. How could this possibly go wrong? After mixing the lead sugar into the solution, it suddenly turned a vibrant yellow. I had a moment of worry when the mixture became clear after boiling, but once it cooled back down, I saw small golden-colored crystals form in my flask. Upon examination, I can tell these crystals are not true gold as they are translucent. However, it is possible that this reaction is one of the failed 12 vital processes needed to create gold. I gain a learning lifestyle perk, I gain gold, and I gain prestige. Let's go. We gain the trait Scholar, which gives us even more learning, hostile scheme success chance, personal scheme success chance, and development growth. That extra development is really going to go a long way. We have so much distance to catch up with, like, Greece and Italy. My counselor has worked hard to convince our neighboring realms and vassals that the peace treaty I entered with Count Dragila of Debar is flawed, illegitimate, and unfair to me. Do you even have land? But I gave you that land. I don't know why I would have a peace treaty. Okay, I don't... whatever. It's fine. I don't understand why... I don't care, he's my vassal. Or he's my vassal's vassal. Better army commander, huh? All right, well, we'll let them siege it down. We'll have the war goal at least. Okay, this event is bugged. However, when he finally confessed, his responded harshly. Magnus, my son and heir, will become chaste. Chaste, deceitful, and generous, huh? I don't want him to be chaste. Vengeful's nice, but I don't like the fact that it's sinful. I could make him stubborn. Stubborn's actually really nice, for that stewardship boost. Alright, come on. And our friends are here. This commander is amazing. Like, what is his 23 advantage? Ah, he's a mercenary. Oh, and they have heavy infantry too. That's not helping. My sister Cordy died. Aw, poor Cordy. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go down this way for the convert faith. And the piety per night. That's gonna be really good. Oops, on pause. We need to build some buildings in the capital. Oops. Alright, that's a lot of money gone, but that's going to increase our finances. We have another claim. Local mystic insisted on seeing me, and upon being brought into my presence, he started wailing. And is that blood on his hands? The signs are in your favor, my lord. I spilled the intestines of a hen, and the blood showed me your future. It is glorious. Well, thank you. Someone is trying to kill us. Alright, this war is taking a little longer than I would like. Oh, what? Died under mysterious circumstances. Known to be a respected scholar, he spent most of his days studying the library, rarely leaving his castle. Despot Magnus ascends to the throne. Blessed with awesome knowledge of things between heaven and earth, Magnus's rule is sure to be legendary. Oh, I didn't read that. We got assassinated. I'm gonna have to check the VOD. I don't know how that happened. We are a child. Okay, so, you know what? It is getting kind of late, and I was hoping to wrap up this war, but I think the death of our character is the perfect time to call it a stream here. Let's look into raiding somebody. Let's see who's live. Yeah, I know who you can raid. I haven't raided this person yet. I'm not familiar with the game they're playing, but I believe it's a VR game. We're gonna raid Star Sage VR. A good friend of mine. I've known him for since I started streaming. He's been very supportive, and let's go send him some love. Thank you everybody for coming out. I appreciate it. We will stream CK3 again in a couple of days, and have a wonderful rest of your night. Bye now.
I'm gonna get my stream extended from what I said.
Coffee